Good evening and welcome. Tonight we present a data-driven report shedding light on the reality of persons with disabilities in Egypt, based on findings from the 2022 National Survey. This analytical report moves beyond stereotypes to examine key aspects of life, including marriage, economic participation, decision-making, and family roles. Let's begin with marital status. The data reveals that marriage is the most common social status among persons with disabilities, representing 61.3% of the total sample. However, a closer look shows a significant gender gap. About 74.2% of males with disabilities are married, compared to just 49.3% of females. At the same time, women recorded much higher rates of widowhood, reaching 37.1%, compared to only 6.4% among men. Divorce rates remain relatively low at 2.4%, while separation is minimal at 0.5%. These figures point to deeper social and economic factors influencing marriage opportunities and family stability, particularly for women with disabilities. Moving to marriage preferences and social integration, the data shows that a large proportion of persons with disabilities prefer marrying a non-disabled partner. This trend is especially clear among individuals with physical and visual disabilities, where more than half express this preference. In contrast, the percentage of those who prefer marrying someone with the same disability remains very low, generally between 0 and 6%. However, some groups expressed a different perspective. More than half of individuals with self-care difficulties, 53.2%, reported that they do not wish to marry at all. Similarly, 44.7% of those with cognitive disabilities shared the same view. These findings suggest that while there is a strong tendency towards social integration, the type and severity of disability can significantly influence personal attitudes toward marriage. Now, let's look at economic independence. Contrary to common assumptions, the data highlights a strong economic role for persons with disabilities within their families. In some groups, more than 3/4 contribute directly to household expenses. For example, 77.9% of individuals with upper physical disabilities and 77.2% of those with visual disabilities actively participate financially. Meanwhile, the percentage of individuals who keep their income for personal use ranges between 9% and 27%. In contrast, a notable percentage, reaching 37.3% among individuals with memory and concentration difficulties, hand over their entire income to their families. These indicators clearly show that persons with disabilities are not merely dependent, but are active contributors to their households and play a key role in supporting daily living costs. Turning to personal decision-making, the data reveals varying levels of independence depending on the type of disability. Individuals with physical and visual disabilities reported the highest levels of independence, with over 80% stating that no one interferes in their personal decisions. On the other hand, higher levels of external interference were reported among individuals with learning difficulties at 74.1%, and those with cognitive disabilities at 31.6%. This suggests that while many persons with disabilities are fully capable of making independent decisions, some groups may require additional support systems. Importantly, independence in decision-making is closely linked to opportunities for social integration. Next, childcare and family responsibilities. The survey indicates that a large proportion of persons with disabilities are actively involved in raising children, often without direct assistance. For instance, 70.6% of individuals with visual disabilities and 67.7% of those with lower physical disabilities reported that they care for children independently. Where support is provided, it typically focuses on daily childcare, educational follow-up, and general supervision. These findings challenge common misconceptions and demonstrate that many persons with disabilities are fully capable of managing family life and parenting responsibilities. However, some groups, particularly those with cognitive or communication-related disabilities, may still benefit from targeted support systems. Finally, perceptions of the suitable age for marriage. The data shows a general alignment with broader societal norms in Egypt. The suitable age for marriage is estimated between 20 and 22 years for women and between 25 and 29 years for men. This reflects a shared social understanding of marriage timing and family formation across different groups. In conclusion, this report presents a more balanced and realistic picture of persons with disabilities in Egypt. The findings highlight strong levels of family participation, economic contribution, social integration, and parenting responsibility. At the same time, they reveal ongoing challenges, particularly related to gender disparities. These insights underline the importance of policies that promote inclusion, support economic independence, and expand access to family and community support services. Most importantly, the data reminds us that persons with disabilities are not defined by limitations, but are active, contributing members of society. Thank you for watching.